What if the so-called alien spacecraft the U.S. military claimed to have sighted were nothing but enemy hypersonic jets? Later this month, the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, UAPs, is scheduled to table its much-awaited report on UFOs, whose images have been captured by U.S. Navy pilots on many occasions. A preview of the report, however, rules out the possibility of alien spacecraft or any of the U.S. government aircraft, as seen in those images. Nevertheless, the high speeds and the movements of these unidentified aircraft have left the U.S. authorities surprised. With both Russia and China working on the development of their hypersonic jet technology, is the U.S. finally finding itself left behind in this technology race? The Pentagon is slated to release its report on June 25. This would shed some light on the origins of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, popularly known as unidentified flying objects, UFOs. A preview of the report was published by the New York Times last week. It mentions that the origin of the UFOs cannot be conclusively explained by the U.S. military. Besides, the report neither confirms these UFOs as alien spacecraft nor as any military or civilian technology of the U.S. government. The search for alien aircraft. The UAP was established in August 2020 by the Department of Defense. According to a report published by Popular Mechanics, the aim of the task force was to gather information on the nature and origins of the UFOs and to see whether the national security of the U.S. was threatened in any way. The mission of the task force is to detect, analyze, and catalog UFOs that could potentially pose a threat to U.S. national security, Pentagon spokesperson Sue Goff was quoted as saying. Earlier in June 2020, the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, SSCI, had also authorized fiscal support to the UAPs to look into the origins of the UFOs and the possible threat they may pose to U.S. national security. John Ratcliffe, former director of national intelligence, mentioned that satellite imagery has captured the sightings of flying objects, whose actions have been found to be difficult to explain. According to Ratcliffe, the objects reportedly moved at speeds exceeding the sound barrier without a sonic boom. Ratcliffe explained that the pressure from the increase in the speed of an aircraft merges into a shock wave. When the plane overtakes the shock wave, moving at a speed greater than that of the speed of sound, the resulting change in pressure causes the sonic boom. Ratcliffe is of the view, it is highly improbable that the sound barrier can be disrupted by an aircraft, without the creation of the sonic boom in the process. While technological innovations are gearing up to reduce the sonic booms, further research on this subject indicates that removing the sonic boom completely may not be entirely possible. Russian or Chinese technology? It is believed that the U.S. arch-rivals Russia and China have been successfully developing hypersonic weapons. In October 2020, a video showed a Chinese Air Force H-6N bomber landing at Neichengmao Air Base in China, with what appeared to be a hypersonic weapon system. Reportedly, China is also working on its Sudram jet engine, standing oblique detonation drum jet engine, which is capable of powering any aircraft to travel at many times the speed of sound, making it possible to reach faraway points on the Earth within just 2 hours. In October 2020, reports suggested that Russia tested a new hypersonic missile, the 3M-22 Zircon. On its launch, traveling at a top speed of Mach 8, or 6,138 miles per hour, the Zircon struck its target, which was 267 miles away. Recently, Russia also announced that work is steadily progressing on its hypersonic fighter jet. According to reports, the Sukhoi Design Bureau of Russia is currently developing a fifth-generation fighter jet, which is expected to be faster than Mach 2. For the U.S. authorities, the new hypersonic jets being developed by Russia and China may be a real cause of worry. If the UFOs are indeed the versions of the Russian and Chinese hypersonic aircraft, it means that the two countries may have left the U.S. military far behind in the field of advanced technology. U.S. Navy videos. In April 2020, the U.S. Navy had released 3 videos, taken by Navy pilots. In one of the videos dating back to 2004, off the coast of San Diego, 2 Super Hornets from the aircraft carrier USS Nimitz were asked to investigate mysterious aircraft flying in the area. According to the operator of USS Princeton, which had been tracking these UPs then, mysterious flying objects suddenly appeared at 80,000 feet. They then stopped at 20,000 feet and after hovering for some time, they disappeared from radar. When the Super Hornets flew to the location of the UPs, they found two hovering objects. The objects were found close to the surface of the water, one just below the surface, while the second was moving about 50 feet above the water surface. The unidentified object rose to the level of the Super Hornets but eventually moved away. A similar unexplained sighting was reported in 2015. In the video, the Super Hornet fighter had up flying just below it at an incredible speed, much to the surprise of the crew of the fighter jet.